Building a personal learning network makes connections with people around the world and helps to build your repertoire of teaching practices. By building a network, you make the information come to you instead of having to go and search for it. There are an assortment of tools to use. Pick one that complements your learning style. We will highlight several in this video, including Pinterest, Google+, Facebook, and Twitter. Pinterest, your personalized online bulletin board. You can access Pinterest through www.pinterest.com or through the app. I'm going to show you pictures using the app. These are my boards. You can organize them any way you choose. When you click on a board, you'll see the pins that you have pinned to that board. These pins are from people or topics that I'm following. Chances are, if you follow the right people, you'll get a plethora of invaluable information. When I click in the upper left-hand corner, I can choose to search or to browse through other topics that I might be interested in. When I find something I like, I can click on Pin It and pin it to my board. If you like someone's pin, take a look at their profile. Perhaps they pin a lot of resources that would be useful to you also. If they do, follow all their pins. That way, when you log into Pinterest, you will automatically see what they have pinned each day.
The nature of my curriculum is very visual, and prior to Pinterest I would use Google, and I found that searching for items wasn't always very easy. Now with Pinterest I find that it really narrows the search and allows me to find images much more efficiently. So for example, let's say I'm teaching a unit on creating a movie poster. I would find movie posters on the Pinterest or the web, pin them to my board, and then students can access my board and simultaneously we all look at the movie poster. That way we can critique and they can understand my expectations of them, and it really is a much more efficient way to run my class, and truthfully, I love Pinterest. Professionally, I have used it as well. For example, I was trying to create a word wall, and finding word walls at the high school level isn't always that easy. And I went to Pinterest and found a number of examples that were awesome. So I was able to find an example of a word wall, modify it for my own purposes, and create that in my classroom.
Awesome.
All right, so we started using Google Plus for our professional learning networks, and it's such a huge, powerful tool that we haven't even discovered everything we can do with it yet. But circles are so nice for managing all your different groups. Some of the things that you see on Twitter that you like being able to follow people, is integrated into Google Plus. Some of those Facebook things that we do, like getting updates from other people, are in Google Plus. So it really takes the best of some of those other tools that we have out there and combines them into one place for us. Hangouts is the most powerful thing, I think, in Google Plus that people will see. This takes Skype and really pumps it up, and it gives us a way to collaborate with people in our building. And Google Hangouts, as you know, has a dose of playfulness to it, as Google likes to do with all their stuff. And Google Communities is something I'm just starting to incorporate into my PLN, and I can find other Google educators and bring those into my personal learning network in a way that is beyond my circles. It helps me discover others that I can add to some of those circles.
Facebook is a social networking tool that allows you to make private connections, but also create public groups and pages to collaborate and share information. After creating an account, you can choose to friend people and to like pages. I friend many professional connections that I meet, and I also like several different pages that complement my professional learning. Once you are connected with people and pages, you will see their posts in your newsfeed. On your home page, you will also see events and any other pages you follow or contribute to. On your personalized timeline, you will see what you have posted and what people have posted directly onto your wall.
So I used to go to conferences, read books, I guess network with other teachers in my building to provide my professional learning, but having resources like Facebook and just different websites allows me to browse the web, search for ideas and new lessons and new ideas at my convenience, at my own time. Facebook is a really great way to find new, quick, innovative ideas because it's really easy for people to post things within seconds. And I try to subscribe to a lot of different pages, educational pages, and they're always, throwing out so many different resources. And having phone alerts and text messages come through when I receive those updates, it's just a quick way to find new resources that I can just try, see if I like it. If I don't, I can move on to the next thing. So Facebook has been really helpful in that way. I also love using Facebook to communicate with my parents of my students and giving them resources as well. I just actually posted a website this morning for the parents of my students about how to do mental math every night with their students from this really awesome blog that I found through Facebook.
What is Twitter? At first glance, Twitter may feel like a daunting, crowded, noisy place. But this video will help show you how to begin building your PLN with Twitter. How does Twitter work? Well, you can start by signing up for an account, and you can start by following organizations or people that you're aware of in the education community who have something to offer. I'm going to go ahead and sign in to my Twitter account so you can see how it looks. You'll see this home button right up here. This will bring me out to my Twitter stream. Think of it as your news feed in Facebook. This is where I can connect with other people. The @ symbol represents a person. So whenever you see an @ symbol in Twitter, you know that is calling out a particular person. You'll also see right here hashtags. Hashtags are a way of following a particular conversation. So say, for example, you are at a dinner party or you're walking down the hall of a high school with lots of students. If you would like to listen in on just one conversation that people are having around a particular topic, then you use what's called a hashtag. Hashtags are very easy to search. You can always go in your regular stream, and if I scroll down here and I'm going to just click on hashtag EdChat. I don't have to be following all of the people who are here in EdChat. I can search Twitter even without an account, just by going to a web page called twitter.com/search. For example, I'm going to type in PLN for Personal Learning Network. So I'm going to go ahead and search. And here I can see all of the people who are talking about that particular conversation.